What's going on YouTube? Chris back with another video. Today I'm going to be checking out the Google Pixel 5 fabric case. This is Google's first party case, and I've had one of these cases every single generation of Pixel that I've owned, and I'm glad to keep that kind of tradition going here with the fabric case. Now this is going to be their blue color. I have the Pixel 5 here in black. You can pick this up on Amazon. I'll leave the link down in the description. Now this is a hefty price for this case. It is $40. Now that's a steep price for a case like this. Simple packaging. Something I noticed is that it's kind of like fabric kind of material for retail stores when they're hanging on the little pegs. So we open that. Now I do have a tempered glass screen protector. This is the Automaton version. You can check out that video up here so you can see how this screen protector works with this case in particular. Hope to have more cases in the future, and so stay tuned for that. Subscribe and also hit that bell icon. That way you're notified for future content. So this blue color is interesting. So it's not jean, it's not denim color. This is kind of blue. There's some orange colors in here, light blue colors. So it's definitely colorful. It's not a solid blue. And then you have your power button and the Google logo accent, kind of this orangey yellow pastel color. And then on the inside you have this nice felt soft material that won't scratch or damage the surface of your phone. The nice thing about this, because it is fabric, you can actually wash it. They recommend using some cold water and some dish soap, and they actually tell you that here in the instructions. You can actually machine wash this on a delicate cycle and air dry. I had the orange kind of sunset color, kind of the orangey case for the Pixel 4. I bought it used. It was a little dirty. The color from oils and everything else kind of started to darken the fabric, and I was able to use some dish detergent, cold water, rub, and let it soak, rinse it off with some water, and it looked a lot better. It wasn't like brand new, but it gives some characteristic to the actual case itself as it wears, so that's kind of interesting. So make sure you just go ahead and wipe down your phone. That way none of the dirt and grime gets stuck between the phone and the case, and it snaps into place just like that. So it's not the thinnest of cases, mind you, but this does add a lot of grippy texture to the device. So one concern I always have with this case is there's no real lip on the front of the case that goes over the edge to protect the glass. It's more flush in terms of, especially if you have a tempered glass screen protector, but also there's no real lip in terms of keeping the phone inside the case if it's dropped. I don't drop my phone, thankfully. Also, knock on wood there, but it just feels like at times if you give this a real hard drop that the phone potentially could easily just come out, and you can kind of see that just how easily this peels away from the phone. I guess that's maybe just the nature of these cases, but that's just always been something I've been concerned about. In terms of the volume, the power button is still very clicky and easy to press. The volume buttons, without this little ridge right here, you know that the volume buttons right here, they're maybe a tad more difficult to press. You can't press in the middle, but you have to really press on the top and the bottom. But overall, it makes the fingerprint scanner easier to find because there's more of that indentation, versus without it, it's more flush with the device, so it's easy to find that. There is definitely a good ample amount of gap for your camera cutout, so the glass is definitely not going to be damaged with this case on, so that's always good. And you just get a nice little pop of color that you normally wouldn't have, especially with the black one. I do like this case because it adds a little bit of color. It's fun. All right, everyone, fast forward 3 weeks, and this is what we have now with the fabric case. As you can see, the color has changed. It's gotten darker, but also from the sides, I'm not sure if you can tell, but there is a definite amount of kind of dark spots from oils and grease just from use from my hand, and also any surfaces that the case sits on. So along the sides, also the volume rocker right in there, and then along the other sides. So this definitely will get dirty over time. I'm not sure if that's something that you are going to be interested in, but it's something to keep in mind. For me, it's a little too wide, and the fabric material for me isn't the most comfortable. Your experience might differ, but for me, I just felt like it was a little harsh on my skin, on my hands when holding it. On the bottom, there's that little lip from the bottom portion that your finger kind of rests up against right in here, and that gets a little uncomfortable. But that is something that I've just, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't really like because the whole case just kind of starts to change color and get dirty. Right now, with COVID going on, this definitely is not going to be the most sanitary of cases. So do keep that in mind. It is going to be more difficult to keep clean, let alone wipe down easily in that case. In terms of on the table, it does add a little bit more grip, so this isn't going to be easily sliding around on a surface that it's on. But anyways, just wanted to give a follow-up 3 weeks later using this case. If you guys have any comments or questions or concerns regarding the Google Pixel 5 fabric case, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.